those idols who gained admission to their university without special admission.
We have a lot of experience in this particular subject area.
Particularly you have a lot of experience.
Kyunghee University, where she graduated from and where I worked, is the #1 idol graduating school in South Korea.
As a matter of fact, Kyu Hyun, the idol from Super Junior, is on this list, and he attends Kyunghee.
Right now he attends Kyunghee?
I think so.
There was a member of 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. who was in the classroom just the next one over from my classroom several years back, but he was never actually there because he never came to class. He was just on the attendance list. And then I found out from the professor, who was a buddy of mine, that his manager or whoever's booking agent came to the class at the end of the semester and negotiated some deal so he could get a B0 or whatever it is you need to like graduate with the English 1 and English 2 core requirement classes that I taught.
I heard that a few times, and not just from you, but as an education student there, I heard it as well.
I'm sure I could go online right now, which I don't want to do, but all you guys are more than free to Google Kyunghee University's idols graduates, and Rain is on there, and
Gangyu,
Gangyu, Son Dambi, I don't know, a whole bunch of people. And that's because Kyunghee will take your money and give you a certificate of graduation, a diploma, and you don't have to do diddly squat.
Well, okay.
No, you don't have to do anything.
You may actually have
Nothing.
to do something.
No.
Well, and the other
Pay
thing,
your tuition fee. That's what you have to do.
Yes, but really, is that any different from anybody else who has a job and goes to school at a Korean university?
At a Korean university. I was waiting for you to say that. Yes, it is, because I had very high standards in my class, for example, and some of my students didn't like me because I used to give a lot of homework, because if you're going to learn English, you have to speak it and read it and write it and listen. I'm like, what are the four? I'm just so outside of like teaching at this point. And so I would give a lot of writing homework. Some of the kids did not like that because writing outside of class is going to really help in the long run if you're interpreting what you're reading and then you're writing about it. At least that was one of my strategies. Other professors didn't do this. They went very light on their students. So as the years went by, because there's the internet and they can rate each one of their professors, I had some seriously negative ratings and my class sizes started to go down because I was known as the hard professor because I just cared about them learning English. So there are some professors like that that really hold their students to a high standard there, unless you're an idol, and then you don't have to go to class at all.
Well, the thing about this is, the part that we're not really talking about is there is this whole attitude of you go to college there, you go to university there to get a job. And if you get a job before your graduation, a lot of times the school kind of pushes you to pass them or to give them a passing grade so that they graduate, because that's the whole point of them to go to university in the first place. So these idols who already have these jobs, these careers, and the four mentioned here were all in film or music, they're already in those fields, they're already actively participating in those fields and doing what they're studying.
I also think this article is just a bunch of BS because there's only 3 people that got their degrees legitimately, and then all the rest aren't on the article, didn't. Like, we're talking hundreds and hundreds and maybe even to the thousands of people who didn't do it legitimately, and 3 people did it the proper way?
I thought there was 4 people on the list.
3 or 4? Why isn't there 30 or 50? There's 3.
Well, and that's probably just people who are studying right now, who are students enrolled
Shiny
right now.
Minho was one of the 3 on the list, and he graduated in 2010.
Oh.
I had another friend professor that had one of the girls from Wonder Girls in his class, and she came twice, used to sit in the back, didn't talk to anybody. Everybody knew who she was, so she felt out of place in there because she probably shouldn't have been in there in the first place, because everybody else is in there because they're not in the K-pop industry. Mm-hmm. And she came twice, and I think she got an A+.
Good for her.
A+ for coming to class twice in a whole semester.
Several other big idols actually do online schooling for university and go to cyber universities. For example, Yoon Hae went to Kyunghee Cyber School, and G-Dragon, he started attending an actual university, had schedule conflicts because he's G-Dragon. And so then he went to an online cyber school that I did some work with, so I know about him attending that school, and I was like, G-Dragon! But I never got to meet him.
Actually, if you think about it, online cyber school is the way to go if you're an idol or if you're a star or celebrity, because then nobody could ever question whether you did it legitimately or not, because you're doing it all from home. What do y'all think? Should celebrities in South Korea get special treatment when it comes to higher education? What's going on in your country for higher education and stars? Do they get special treatment, or do they actually have to attend the classes and professors hold them to the same standard, and if they're not in attendance, they get an F?
Ooh. Let us know your thoughts.
Thank you for watching, you guys. Click the like button, and we'll see you next time. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye.